Have a nice day. Today is Friday, 1st of March 2024. This day is celebrated as World Civil Defense Day. International Civil Defense Organization ICDO decided to celebrate this day in 1990. From the history point of view, in 1907, 1st March, establishment of the Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur. 1919, 1st of March, Mahatma Gandhi announced to launch a satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act. 1927, 1st March, Ratnagiri Gandhi met Savarkar and discussed it. 1947, also the 1st March, the International Monetary Fund began its operation. So, starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Manipur police accuse a radical of outfit Arambai Tiangol of extortion assault. Terming the abduction of an officer unprecedented, police in Valley and Hills districts ask for more forces of Assam Rifles, fearing a breach of peace due to the movement of armored civilians underground outfits. Assam Rifles and Manipur police recovered arms ammunition during a search operation in Thombol on February 28, 2024. It is first official confirmation of the criminal havoc being caused by a popular and radical Meitei group. The Manipur police on Thursday said that Arambai Tiangol is engaged in many antisocial activities such as assaulting civilians, snatching vehicles from the public and government officials, and extortion from the businessmen. The Hindu newspaper also states that cabinet approves rupees 75,000 crore of free electricity solar scheme. The Prime Minister Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana aims to provide 300 units of free electricity every month to 1 crore households through rooftop solar installations and official works past solar panels installed at the Pavagada Solar Park north of Bangalore, India on 1st of March 2018. The Union Cabinet on Thursday approved rupees 75,021 crore package for the Prime Minister Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, Prime Minister Free Electricity Scheme to promote rooftop solar RTS installations in India. The scheme claims to be able to provide 300 units of free electricity every month to 1 crore household. However, details of the scheme officially unveiled on Thursday are unclear on how exactly this would result in free electricity to 1 crore household. The Hindu newspaper also stated that Zoological Survey of India names a newly discovered head shield sea slug after President Draupadi Murmu. The Zoological Survey of India named a new marine species of head shield sea slug with a ruby red spot, which was discovered from the West Bengal and Odisha coast after President India Draupadi Murmu. Melancholamus Draupadi was named in a scientific paper published by Zoological Survey of India. Researchers Prasad Chandra Tudu, Sheikh Sajan, Sumrutri Rekha Acharya, and Anil Mohapatra. A photograph of a Melancholamus Draupadi, a head shield sea slug with a ruby red spot. The Hindu newspaper also states that at least 43 dead, 22 injured in a fire at a commercial complex in Dhaka, says Health Minister. A fire at a 6-story commercial building in Dhaka killed at least 43 people and injured dozens of others, Bangladesh Health Minister said on March 1st. 33 people, including women and children, were declared dead at the Dhaka Medical College Hospital, while at least 10 others died after being taken to the Sheikh Hasina National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery. Firefighters carry a casualty after a fire broke out in a multi-story building in Dhaka, Bangladesh on March 1st, 2024. What is the Hindustan Times newspaper states that stay orders can't be limited to 6 months constitution bench. The bench was headed by the Chief Justice of India, Dayanand Y. Chandrachud. A constitution bench of the Supreme Court on Wednesday set aside in 2018 a decision that had directed that every order of stay in a civil or a criminal trial must only last for 6 months, noting that even the highest court lacked the power to impose judicial legislation or desire or disregard the litigants' substantive rights. Hindustan Times also states that wheat output reached 112 million ton during 2023-24 center. The top of winter sown rice is expected to be 12.3 million ton according to the data. Wheat is sown on November and harvested during the March-April. Output of the winter sown wheat is said to be recorded 112 million ton during 2023-24 compared to the last year's 110 million ton, while the summer sown rice is estimated to 811 million ton, 0.9% higher than the previous year. The Union government's second advance estimates of the food grains production released on Thursday showed. Hindustan Times also states that 13,874 reporters in India, up to 8% from 2018 data. There are 13,874 reporters in India, up to from 12,852 in 2018, according to the report population estimation by the Union Environment Ministry, which noted that with the 3,907, Madhya Pradesh has the most. Going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, fiscal deficit at January end touches 63.6% of full year target, government data. In the corresponding period last year, the fiscal deficit or gap between the expenditure and revenue was 67.8% of revised estimated of the union budget of 2022-23. The government's fiscal deficit at Rs 11 lakh crore at January and touched 63.6% of the revised annual target, according to the official data released on Thursday. In corresponding period last year, the fiscal deficit or gap between the expenditure and revenue was 67.8% of revised estimates of the Union Budget 2022-2023. Out of the total expenditure of Rs 8,21,731 crore was on account of interest payments of Rs 3,15,559 crore on major subsidies. Tesla must face a race bias class action by 6,000 black United States workers. Tesla has maintained it does not tolerate workplace harassment and that it has fired employees who were found to have engaged in racial harassment. A California state judge tentatively ruled that as nearly 6,000 black factory workers can sue Tesla as a group for the electric vehicle maker's illegal failure to address rampant race discrimination and harassment at its Fairmount plant. The decision represents a major blow to Tesla as it opens the company up to the potential multi-million-dollar judgment returns. Central release additional installments of tax devolution to states. This devolution is in addition to the tax devolution of Rs 72,961 crore already released on the February 12, 2024 with the Thursday release. States have received 3 installments of tax devolution in February 2024. The center has released 2 additional installments of tax devolution of Rs 1,42,122 crore to the state governments, the finance ministry said Thursday. The additional installments have been released to support state for financing various social and welfare measures and infrastructure development schemes, it said. Since 2022-23, the center has been front-loading the 2 extra installments in the first 9 months to boost states funds for expenditure, especially capex. Going towards the world news, including Bangladesh building fire kills at least 43, injured dozens. United States bracing for complex, fast-moving threats to elections this year, FBI director orders. United States to probe if Chinese cars pose national data security risks. Russia finds newspaper editor for discrediting the army. Trump appeals ruling disqualifying him from Illinois ballot report. Israeli forces kill over 100 after firing on the crowd waiting for aid. Palestinian deaths in Gaza passes 30,000. Going towards the science and technology, United States moon lander Odysseus still kicking a week after a sideways landing. The six-legged vehicle reached the lunar surface last Thursday after the 11th hour navigational glitch and descent that ended with the Odysseus landing in the sideway or a sharply tilted position, immediately impeding its operations. Odysseus, the first United States spacecraft to land on the moon in the half a century, was still kicking on Thursday, but nearing shutdown as scientists watched out for the final signals from its multi-million-dollar mission to collect data. The landing strut of Institute Machines Odysseus lunar lander absorbs the first contact with the lunar surface during its landing at Malapert, a site on a moon, as the liquid methane and liquid oxygen engine continues to throttle February 22nd, 2024. From the Tech News Media Group show, Google for $1 billion alleging abuse of dominant position. Google has been sued for 2.1 billion euros by a group of media groups alleging they have incurred losses due to their research-gained misconduct. Alphabet's Google on Wednesday was sued for 2.1 billion euros by a group of 32 media groups, including Axel Springer and Skibsted. The companies allege that they suffer losses because Google's digital advertising practices. The Google logo is seen on the Google House at CES 2024, an annual consumer electronics trade show in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States, January 10, 2024. China aims to put first Chinese on the moon before 2030. China already has a space station in orbit and has sent multiple uncrewed missions to the moon. China said it aims to be put the first Chinese on moon before the 2030. State television CCTV said on Thursday. China will coordinate and promote the application and development of its space station and manned lunar exploration this year, the state media said, citing the China Manned Space Agency. A Chinese flag can be seen in this illustrative image. At last, there's a famous quotation said by APJ Abdul Kalam, whose full name was Ol Pakir Jainul Abidin Abdul Kalam. Birth anniversary 15 October 1931 up to 27th of July 2015. Was an Indian aerospace scientist and a statesman who served as the 11th president of the India from 2002 to 2007. He was born and raised in the Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and a science administrator, mainly at the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, and Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, and was intimately involved in India's civilian space program and military missile development efforts. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India for his work on the development of ballistic missile and launch vehicle technology. He also played a pivotal organizational, technical, and a political role in India's Pokhran's second nuclear tests in 1998, the first since the original nuclear test by India in 1974. Kalam was elected as the 11th president of India in 2002 with the support of both the ruling party, Janata Party, and then the opposition Indian National Congress. Widely referred to as the People's President, he turned to his civilian life of education, writing, and public service. After a single term, he was a recipient of several prestigious awards, including the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. While delivering a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, Kalam collapsed and died from the apparent cardiac arrest on 27th of July 2015 at the age of 83. Thousands, including national-level dignitaries, attend the funeral ceremony held in the hometown of Rameshwaram, where he was buried with the full state honors. Kalam says a famous quotation. He says that winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. Okay, thank you.